My first sober Thanksgiving, we're going back to the fall of 2022. I was about 10 weeks sober. My quit date is September 10th, 2022. So by the time Thanksgiving rolled around, I was about 10 weeks sober. And I was feeling as steady as I think you can feel at 10 weeks. Like I had already felt so much physical and mental and emotional improvement. I was really embracing and making my peace with the idea that this was just probably, hopefully, like it for me. I was like, I think I'm gonna just be a sober person now. I want to be a sober person now. All of that being said, I was blindsided by the way I felt on that Thanksgiving because nobody had talked about in the program I was in the community I was in, nobody was having conversations at all about how feeling good in your normal, everyday sober life really does not translate to holidays and big, crazy special occasions if you do not intentionally really like physically and mentally prepare yourself. And so I found myself on that Thanksgiving. By the end of the day, you guys, I was so mad and I was so pissed off and I was so angry and I was so resentful because as the day went on, I just was slipping deeper and deeper into the overwhelming thoughts of like, this is so unfair. Why can't I drink? Why can't I be a person that can have just one? How am I going to possibly do these other holidays, these other special occasions, all of this stuff? And then I also was really like disappointed in myself for thinking those things because I was like, but wait, 2 days ago, I felt so good about my sober life, right? Like I had somewhat of a sober routine every morning. I was still getting up and like reading Quitlet and checking in with my communities. I was actually already on Instagram at this point, albeit much, much smaller. At that moment, I think that maybe I had like 1,800 followers. Like I had started sharing on Instagram just as another way to hold me accountable. It was really like an online daily diary or journal entry. Like that's journal entry. That's what I was using Instagram for. But I was making enough connections on there that I was having thoughts of like, "Oh, God, if I give in and drink right now, like what do I do? What's going to happen? Do I just not tell people about it?" Because I thought about that because my history as a drinker, the way my drinking ended, much of it was in secret. I was hiding how much I was drinking from my husband, from my daughters. I had become an expert, a master of hiding alcohol, sneaking drinks. And so I was thinking all of that too. I was like, you know what? I've done a really good job. I've made it 10 weeks. I know that I think I want to be sober for good for long term, but that day, that Thanksgiving felt so insanely hard. I was so close to just saying, fuck it, honestly. And I was like, I could just drink and not tell anybody, start over again the next day. And then I would be like, okay, now, then I would know, like, maybe I need to get better prepared. Maybe I need to have a better plan for making it through the rest of the holidays, because that's what I was thinking then is like, is this what this is just going to be like? Like, am I doomed to spend Christmas are my favorite time of year. I love the holidays. Every year that I'm a mom, every year that my kids get older, I love it more and more, just making memories with my family. And so the thought of now being like, okay, well, I quit drinking and everything's getting better, but are the holidays going to suck? Because these these days where alcohol had always played such a part of it, and now I had taken alcohol out of it, and I just felt like angry and resentful, and all of the stuff I thought I had worked through was coming back up. So my head was just like a swirl of emotions, which was really unsettling, really frustrating. It made me really mad. It made me mad at myself. It made me mad at alcohol. It just made me mad at the world. By the time like that Thanksgiving night ended, I didn't drink. Like, thank God. I really don't know what, other than just like sheer willpower and determination and the grace of God. I did not pick up a drink that night, but I went to bed so mentally exhausted and so feeling things that I had thought I moved past, right? It was FOMO. It was romanticizing alcohol. It was wondering, like, God, could I moderate? Like, what if I just only drink on the holidays? Like, all of this stuff. And by the time I woke up the next morning, a lot of that had lifted, right? Like it always does. The mornings are always where we have more clarity, where we can think more, where we think more clearly, we feel better. We're so grateful we didn't drink. And I was so grateful that I did not break my momentum, that I did not disappoint myself, that I could feel really proud of myself and really extra proud of myself because I made it through what felt like ended up being a really dark day without drinking. But I instantly realized in that moment that I had to figure my shit out. So inside this collection that I have for you guys, the stress reset, it is literally the play by play of what I do on a daily basis when I get overwhelmed by being a special needs mom. When my to-do list as a working mom and a homeschool mom is so much longer than I could possibly get done in a day, but a lot of it needs to get done. This is how I stay calm and capable and keep doing things and keep showing up. This is how I handle when life just makes me want to cry, basically, right? Because we all have days like that. There are tools, there are habits, there are skills that we learn. It's all just about learning the things that help you move through these feelings rather than becoming stuck and paralyzed and being a woman that's just like, oh my God, I'm just anxious all the time. I'm sad all the time. I'm depressed all the time. No, we can feel anxious for a minute and then we're going to try A, B, C, and D, see which one helps us best in that moment so we move through those anxious feelings and get back to a place of trusting that we're capable and can do things, okay?